Hello, guys. It's time for another Monday Night Live. So, I am so happy to come here tonight to this fun and crafty place. Um, I have been so inspired lately. I spent the weekend with so many crafty ladies, and I'm going to share a little bit about that with you while we wait for the video to populate. As you come on, though, let me know that you're here. Give me a little hello or a hi or send me some hearts so that I know you're here and that you're watching with me tonight. So this weekend we had, and when I say we, my friend Zara Premji and I had an amazing virtual stamp camp. This is a stamp camp that we collaborated on, and it's across the borders. So if you have family or friends that live in Canada and you're here in the US or vice versa, then you can both stamp together at this event. So we had over 50 ladies together this weekend who were stamping together on Zoom all day long, and we had a fabulous time. So while the video is populating, I'm just going to really quickly share this to my group before we get to Stampin'. So won't be too long. Let's see. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I'm excited, not only because I spent the weekend crafting with those 50 ladies, but on Monday we had our first in-person team event that we've had in some time. And it was just awesome to all get together and stamp together and just have fun. So I'm sure that you can appreciate and probably have enjoyed when you've finally been able to get together with some of your friends, crafty or otherwise. And then this upcoming weekend, we are having our weekend retreat. So we are having a beach party this weekend. I can't think and type at the same time. So there we go. All right, shared in the group. So yes, we are having our beach party this weekend. So having some really awesome events, both in person and virtual. And so pay attention to the Facebook page right here. I actually already posted the next stamp camp, which is September 18th, so you can check that out on Facebook. And if you're on my email list, you'll get some information about that as well. But tonight we're here for stamping. So when was the last time that you pulled something out of your kitchen to use while you were stamping? Let's see, what can you pull out of your kitchen? I guess you could pull like a spray bottle. You know, we have spritzers, but maybe there's something else in the kitchen. If you were going to pull something out of your kitchen, what would it be? Well, guess what we are pulling out of our kitchen tonight? Saran wrap, plastic wrap. We are going to play with some plastic wrap. This is a super fun technique that I'm going to share with you, and it was a challenge on my team page a few weeks ago, actually maybe about a month and a half ago, and I used the challenge to make my incentive trip swaps for the Maui Incentive Trip. So I'm going to use it tonight, and I'm going to recreate that card, and I hope that you have fun learning how to do this. So let me turn the camera down so that we can get stamping. So first, I'm just going to take off a nice little piece of saran wrap, just like that. Doesn't have to be fancy at all, doesn't have to be any particular way. It's just a piece of saran wrap. We're actually going to need two. I'm going to do two, just so I don't cross-contaminate my inks. Okay, so there we go. And just in case if I make a mistake. So we've got our saran wrap. Now let me show you what we're using tonight. I'm going to be using the Timeless Tropical Stamp Set because of course I was going to Maui, so I felt like I needed to use this stamp set, and it has some really awesome images in it. And then also the In the Tropics dies. So this has not only some fun flower images, but also some palm trees that coordinate with these palm trees, a little pineapple, and a big pineapple. And so we're going to use that big pineapple tonight. And then I'm also going to use this sentiment die, which I already went ahead and cut out. You can see here from the potted succulents. So this is a great die for sentiments, and this is cut out on a piece of the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. Excuse me. And back in stock, we are going to use the strawberry punch. Yay! We're not cutting strawberries though, but I'll show you that in just a minute. So let's go ahead and talk about this saran wrap and what we're going to do. I'm going to bring a piece of grid paper in here on my table and a piece of cardstock. Now when I did this for my swaps, I actually took and I had a full sheet, and but for this today, we only need a small sheet. So if you're doing just one card, you only need a small sheet. Whoa, excuse me. I must not have talked too much today. So what you're going to want to do is start first with a light color. I'm using two colors tonight. I'm using Bumblebee and Soft Suede. So starting first with my Bumblebee, I'm going to take one of my pieces of saran wrap. I'm just going to dab it in my ink, and I'm going to come to my paper and just move it all around. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. So pick up some more ink and move it around. And you just kind of go around and fill your page up with lots of color, moving it so you get kind of different shapes in different places. All right, I want to get plenty of yellow on here. So that Bumblebee, I'm just going to keep working in, and you can even go like this just to get some of that color off of your saran wrap. And now I'm not going to use this whole sheet, but I'm going to pick the piece that I like the best. So I want to go ahead and get lots of color on there. The next thing I'm going to do is follow with some soft suede. So I've got my other piece here. I'm going to just go around with the soft suede. Adding in that darker color to just create some depth in that. Okay, I think that is good. So now we have this amazing textury piece of cardstock, and it really looks beautiful. Okay, so we're going to set all of our saran wrap aside, and we're now going to take that pineapple die and we're going to cut it out of this paper. So you actually have enough. This is just a quarter sheet of cardstock, and you have enough to cut a lot out. I'm feeling this corner over here. So just to make it easier on me, I'm just going to take my snips. I'm going to go like this so I can just easily keep that for another project. Bring my little mini cut and emboss over here and run it through. And cut out this cute little pineapple. Do you guys have the mini cut and emboss yet? It's super compact, it's super cute, and it does really well. Sorry, I'm probably shaking my table just a little, but I wanted to show you how easy it is. So now I'm going to take and pop out my piercing tool out and just get this pineapple out. There's lots of little pieces in here. I'm just going to kind of poke those out. Okay. If I had my die brush here, it's in my classroom right now because we used it this weekend. I would use that to punch all these little pieces out, but they come out pretty good without any arguments. So there you have that cute little pineapple. Look how cute that is, and see all that detail. Hi Nancy, welcome to Monday Night Live. We are recreating the card that I made for the Maui Incentive Trip swap. Okay, I feel like I want a little more yellow on that though. So I'm going to bring my piece of grid paper back in and bring that bumblebee back over and take my saran wrap and just go back over it. Okay, I think that looks good. So now we have our little pineapple. I have a crushed curry card base that we're going to use. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and it's scored at 5 1/2 inches. Just a simple tent type card base. And then I've also got a layer of cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4 and it is embossed with the Painted Texture 3D folder. This is kind of looks like plaster on a wall or oil painting, either way. Kind of looks like all of those. So we've got a piece of that. A pineapple needs its top, right? So we've got this, and I went ahead and cut it because you don't need to watch me cut everything out. But I did want to add some extra color and dimension to this. So this is the pineapple top cut out in a piece of old olive, and I've got my old olive ink here, and I'm just going to take a sponge dauber. These are great tools to have around. And I'm just going to color the edges like so, trying to not get my fingers all inked up. I'll be amazed if I can do this without getting all inky. So I just keep daubing with it and pulling more ink. And then there's a couple pieces. I'm just going to kind of fold my paper back so I can get some color on those cutouts so it looks more realistic. Okay, there you go. If you want more, you just keep kind of adding to. There we go. I think that looks good. Put that to the side. And now we're going to start a little bit of assembly. But first, I want to take and add some other dimension to this piece. So this card is all about dimension. So I love, if you guys have watched any of my videos lately or seen any of my projects, I love flecking with our Stampin' Right markers. So adding speckles to your project is so easy with these. You just take the fat end and the lid and you just literally, and of course I've got one that must be about dead here. Note, that one needs to be replaced. Let's try this. Okay, there we go. So if you can see there, I've got those nice speckles. And I also want some of that soft suede. So you can see here that that paper now has not only the texture from the embossing folder, but also the texture from those speckles. So that's an easy way to add texture to your card. So let's go ahead and add this to the card base. I'm using my Stampin' Seal Plus. Which is becoming my favorite adhesive. I have to tell you, like, I guess it's a learning curve. Like, some people struggle using it, even demonstrators, and I have just really enjoyed it and continue to use it. Hi, Nicole. I almost forgot it was Monday too. Lordy. But I didn't, so I'm here. Okay. So we've got that piece on there. Let's see, I don't need this grid paper anymore. So now we're gonna take and add our pineapple. Let me just lay it out for right now for you so we can get our other pieces out. So remember I told you we were gonna use the strawberry punch. So this flower is gonna need, or this pineapple is gonna need some flowers to make it a little tropical. So have you seen the gorgeous shimmer vellum that we have? It is amazing. It comes in our new ink colors. So you've got polished pink, pale papaya, fresh freesia, and then soft succulent and evening evergreen. And this beautiful, I mean, you can see it's like so sparkly and shimmery, but so sheer. And we're going to use 3 colors of this for some little cute shimmery tropical flowers. So I'm using the pale papaya fresh freesia, and I'm going to cut one of the polished pink using the blossom from the strawberry punch. And when I first did this, I really didn't want like just this solid flower. So I took my snips and I just cut up each petal to make it a little more free, kind of to free the petals. So then they could move a little bit more and I could get more of a shape out of them. Okay, so I already did that on these 2. So we're going to set those aside. They're going to be added to our card in a minute. But let's go ahead and add this guy. I'm just going to take and add this pineapple with a little bit of glue. I'm going to put some dots here and there of glue. You could use glue dots. You could use adhesive sheet when you cut these out. There's so many different ways you could do this. I just found even when I made multiples of them that just kind of dotting on here was kind of like a puzzle. Can I get all the spots? Okay, oh, forgot one. It's gonna go right about there. And then I'm gonna put this right on top there. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue on here, but I don't want all my little pieces to be glued down. So I just want it in just the right places. Hi Karen, yes, better late than never. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of take and flip these up with my finger just so they have some texture, and you can do the same with these because we want it to look as real as possible, right? Look at that, pretty pineapple. Okay, this card needs a sentiment, certainly, so I've got this die. Remember I told you this came from the potted succulents. That's this die here. And I'm using the sentiment from the stamp set, from the Timeless Tropical stamp set that says, "Rest and relax, you deserve it." So I'm going to come back in with the soft suede. And stamp that in there. Looks like I need to re-ink that. And we're going to add this with some dimensionals. Right here. Okay, so let's add that. Now we need to add these precious flowers. So we're going to add those with some glue dots here. 1, 2, and 3. These flowers are so cute. So we got 1, 2, and 3. All right. Oh, it's looking cuter, isn't it? Look at that. It's getting cuter. Needs a couple more things. So it needs some twine, some linen thread, and it also needs some bling on those little flowers. Actually, I have a little extra set here. So we are going to take and first add some bling on there. Grab my take your pick tool, perfect tool for picking up your little rhinestones to add to your flowers. And that just really sets off those little flowers. And now we need a bow. Let's see here. I had this piece of twine that was lonely. It said, please add me to something. Okay. So I kind of wanted, this might be too long, but I wanted a little bit longer tails. And now we're going to add that. Just up here. Maybe a little too long on the tails. Let's trim those off just a little, just a tad. Okay. And there we have it. You can add, let's see, we can add a piece of cardstock on the inside. Let's just finish this card off real quick. We'll add another piece of 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. I've got this piece. We could kind of treat this like a piece of designer series paper, so we can take and maybe cut just like a little thin piece just to add something tiny, you know, like maybe that. Just to keep it simple. Now that I got glue all over my table, won't be the first time. So that'll bring in some of that texture. Now I've got glue all over my fingers. All right, let's go back to that stamp set. Let's see. Oh, let's see. We'll add this sentiment on the inside because this will be perfect for a birthday card. So we said, rest and relax, you deserve it. So on the inside, let's put, may your birthday be memorable. Because everyone should be able to relax on their birthday, right? Oops, I don't want that color. Get this soft suede that I need to re-ink. May your birthday be memorable. Now, if you wanted to add a little even more detail, you could totally take this little pineapple and remember the sponge dauber and the green we had. So let's do this. Let's take just another little inking technique. I inked up in our bumblebee, and then I'm going to take that old olive again and pick up just some and add it here. And let's see. I think what I want to do, let's just add it here. Oh, I don't know where to put it. I'm going to add it over here. Do you ever get in a situation where you're like, oh, where should it go? I cut off a little bit because of that paper line. Let's see. We're going to add another one just for fun. Let me clean this off. Ink this up again. I just want to show you the full one, so I might redo the inside, but you get the picture, what we're doing here. See how cute that little pineapple is? It was a little blurry there, huh? Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Cute little pineapples. So we'll add this to the inside of our card. And now we have a lovely tropical birthday card for someone. Who has a birthday card that who has a birthday coming up that wants to spend it in the tropics, or they wish they could? If you have a birthday coming up and you love the beach and the tropics, let me know, send me a message, and I'll send you one of these cards. Would you like to get that in the mail for your birthday? I'd love to send you one. You, Nicole, you want one of these cards for your birthday? I hope you guys enjoyed this project and you could see yourself playing with some saran wrap and pulling some things out of your kitchen to play in your craft room. And I hope that you guys have a great week. Some things that are going on around Stampin' Up! Right now. June 15th is the last day to get your extra $25 in host rewards. So when you host a party or place an order for $25 or for $250 or more, then you get 25 additional host rewards. Host rewards are free stuff. So we all like free, we all like a good deal. And as always, the best deal is the starter kit. That is the deal that the perpetual discount and the best deal in the catalog. So if you ever want to just keep getting a discount, let me know and we can hook you up with that. That is it for another night of Monday stamping. And as I said this weekend, came up at the stamp camp, that's all I stamped. That's all she stamped, kids. This is all she stamped tonight, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just another quick Monday Night Live. You guys have a great week. And for those of you that are coming to the weekend retreat, the summer beach party, I cannot wait to see you guys. Until then, see you later. Bye.